lighting. I gotta close the curtains. Where's that coming from?
It's coming from right here, but here, flip it the other way. Just literally, yeah, the opposite way will get rid of it, or should. No, keep going. All the way. No, wrong way.
This way. I think it's coming from there.
No, it can't be. Or wait a minute.
Oh, fuck, it's coming from here.
Is it coming from up top?
Yeah.
Move it toward the fireplace. And make sure you angle it back.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, but you gotta get it more on you too, though.
There we go. We can see both of us. We'll see what happens, y'all. Join. If not, I might even try streaming through OBS. I don't know. Maybe it'll be better. Lately, it's been taking a while. Sometimes it takes like, I don't know, 45 minutes, and then the views jump to 200 or 300. Israel loves Trump. Are you in Israel, Luna? They're stupid for thinking this is a trailer. No, they know it's not a trailer. I don't think they're that stupid to believe this is a trailer. I just think they're jealous.
Oh, yeah.
I just think they're jealous. I don't think they think it's a trailer. But how you doing, Charles? How you doing, brother? Let me know where everyone's coming from in the comment section down below. I'm definitely curious. And we are going to start with a poll. We're going to say voter ID, yes or no?
Voter ID.
Because how can Kentucky... He's originally from Kentucky. We are in Tennessee currently, but I'm from Florida. He's from Tennessee. But who do we got in here? We got 5 people here. 86 seconds. Okay. Y'all keep joining in. Keep smashing that like button. We got 60% of y'all thinking voter ID. How can you not think voter ID, dude? How can you not think voter ID? I don't understand. But that James Fishbach guy. Oh, I watched this one video this morning about Nick Fuentes, and how it's called Nick Fuentes Destroyed My Life or whatever, and it's kind of interesting. The dude is really strange.
Did it involve gay corn?
Of course it did. The whole video was about his homosexuality.
Oh gosh.
Not actually. Muhammad, you love Israel and America? Internet smartass? I'm not an internet smartass, but why does Muhammad love Israel and America? Is it because he's from Iran? Oh shit, you fucking see that dumb light again. It was fine before, but then it just moves. Alright, y'all, you're gonna get an extra wide view. Maybe even all the way back here. Okay, that's a little bit better, I guess, Shaw.
Yeah, but it might come back. I think we'll have the cloud went between us and the sun.
What's up, everybody? Moving from Colorado, Kentucky sounds good. I'm sure you had enough of them Democrats. And Colorado is kind of a shithole. Denver is like tent city. Every single Democrat-ran state or city, not even state. Yep. Every single Democrat-ran city has a tent city in it. Every single one. You cannot name one single large Democrat city that does not have a tent city in it. Not a single one, because Democrats don't know how to take care of their city. Democrats make their cities shitholes.
Nick Fuentes is a lost soul. I swear, I think Nick Fuentes is one goose step away from being a full-blown Nazi.
I think Nick Fuentes is the government, because every single person that gets in contact with him starts pushing his agenda. Every single person. We even got James Fishbach, an upcoming governor of Florida, but he's not going to win, I don't think. Brian Donalds is going to win. Do we got any Florida people out here? Does anyone know who James Fishbach is in the comment section? And also, let me know, if you know who James Fishbach is, say JY. Put JY if you know who James Fishbach is. JY if you know who James Fishbach is. But if you guys, oh, so they want us to shut up, just like they want us to shut up at the No Kings protest.
Yeah.
Y'all,
we don't want you to have a voice. We don't want you to have a First Amendment. Just shut up.
Fuck your constitutional rights. The only constitutional rights that matters is Democrats' constitutional rights.
See, you have free speech with Democrats as long as it's accepted free speech and you're saying the right things.
As long as it's leftist Democrat free speech. As long as you'll be a Democrat, we'll give you free speech, okay? Okay? Now, if transgender and children isn't happening like y'all claim, why are Democrats wearing T-shirts at the No Kings protest that say, you know, transgender surgeries for children?
Yep.
I'm just genuinely curious if the Democrats are not transgendering kids, if they're not
That fellow
kid
will be in a
diddlers.
future video, by the way. He will be in a future video. He was in a public place and he got filmed. And you know what? If he's going to wear a shirt like that out in public, I think the world needs to see it, to know him for the despicable, nasty, evil individual that he is.
I went crazy on him, man. When I seen someone show up to a No Kings protest with a shirt that says "Kid Diddlier," I just went fucking nuts on that guy, man. He kept talking shit to women too. He was a No Kings protester. He was a Democrat, and he was a child trans lover.
I do support higher fuel prices, by the way, since you made the comment, because the way I'm looking at it is I can pay $10, $15 a gallon for fuel as long as it keeps you off the streets.
Yeah, I'm willing to pay $15 per gallon as long as there's no Democrats driving. That's going to make the roads a lot safer place. A lot safer place. I would be even willing to go up to like $20 a gallon, so it'll cost like $500 to fill up, but at least no Democrats will be on the road. At least no Democrats will be on the road.
Let's go, Second Amendment. Dems won't take my firearms. Well, here's what I got to say about that, fella. If you've already got your firearms, it's going to be difficult for any government to take them. DHS funding fight continues. Trump orders pay for TSA agents. I just saw a picture. I'm just reading random news, but I saw Pretty and Good on TV there for a second.
Pretty and Good?
Yeah.
Remember what that guy told you at No Kings protest? You said, "Hey, how you doing, Democrat fella?" And he said, "Pretty good."
Yeah, he said pretty good. I looked at him and said, "You making a joke?" He goes, I had to explain it to him. I go, you know, Alex Pretty and Renee Good, and he, oh yeah, that's a good one. I was like,
he said that was a good one. He's a Democrat.
yeah. I was like, okay, this is awkward.
This is awkward. I did not expect that reaction from a Democrat. Freedom ain't free? Yeah,
That's
it ain't
right.
free.
That's right. Yeah, did you hear about the Marines going to the Middle East?
Oh, I heard about that, yeah.
Did you hear how many? How many did I call yesterday? How many did I say I was
Like 5 to 10,000?
I said 5. Guess how many's going?
How many?
3,500.
Oh, okay.
So I wasn't far off, was I?
Are they getting deployed on ground?
They're going to put them on the ground, it sounds like. But they're going to be boots on the ground. I'm not saying they're going to necessarily fight an actual war. I think it's going to be more of keeping things in line, but hey, they might.
Sarasota, Florida here. We went to the No Kings protest yesterday wearing our MAGA hats and Trump shirts. Awesome, man. I love Sarasota. I was actually there. If you want to connect with me, maybe we can meet up sometime, Deep Runner. I'm in the area. I'm in the area. I just thought I'd let you know. I went to Sarasota last week, and I ate at a barbecue restaurant with my friend. We walked downtown Sarasota. It was a real fun day, actually. It was last Monday, so not even a week ago now. It was 6 days ago. I was in Sarasota, but we're in Tennessee right now. But join our Discord, brother. Join our Discord. How about that? Because we went to the No Kings protest yesterday, too.
Yeah, we went to 2. And you know who else went to 2? A bunch of Democrats. And you know, when they went to counting, they counted the same people twice. And then it's on top of it all, when they go through the line counting people, they'll walk back, talk to somebody, and then start to count again. They fluff their numbers up. I'm not saying there's not some big crowds in, say, Chicago, LA, Indianapolis, probably Atlanta. But they fluff their numbers up. I'd say that their numbers are off by about 20%.
Did any MAGA people out there that went to the No Kings protest get assaulted yesterday, or did anyone see anyone get assaulted? Because I saw plenty of that. I'm just curious if any of y'all seen it.
Yeah, Democrats are cowards. They're gonna all, and that's gonna bite them in the butt one day, because they assault what they perceive to be the weakest individual. But I'm here to tell you, the person they were assaulting If they came unhinged, I don't know if me and this man here could have restrained them. I really don't. At least not without us getting hurt.
Well, we'd get hurt, but they'd be 6 feet underground somewhere. But I will say, how can these disgusting...
Hiding with the Ayatollah.
Yeah. I'm with the Ayatollah. How can these disgusting Democrats cry and scream and say, oh, Trump's a rapist, Republicans don't respect women, blah, 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 blah. And then you go to a No Kings protest and you're attacking all conservative women. You're a piece of shit.
Disrespecting women.
You are a piece of fucking shit. I don't care what any of these Democrats say.
I saw him dehumanize a lady.
I don't care what any of these Democrats say. We got all the footage. Y'all are fucking disgusting monsters. I'm doubling down on everything I was saying and everything I was believing before. These people are demon rats. They are demon rats. They are demon rats. I mean, I don't know how much clearer I gotta make it. These people are straight up demonic. These people are not from Earth. They are demons. Certified demons.
Oh, here we go. Jake the Crusader says, my little brother did a 2v1 with Antifa last year and won. They are weak ASF. He's 13. Man, I know exactly what you're talking about. Look, you got to be careful, okay? You can't let your feelings run wild and take it out on them because their high soy diets makes their bones into like chalk and they turn to dust with just the slightest disturbance, okay? So you need to be careful. That's all I'm saying. They're fragile. It's the MAGA way. Grift, grift, grift. Give me your money. Respectful people don't openly discuss other people, even if they don't like them.
I don't give a shit. I'm going to talk about what I saw, and I'm going to post all the videos of you scum of the fucking earth.
And we're going to talk about them because you know what?
We're going to show their faces. We're going to call out what they did. If they want to sue me, if they want to take me to court, I don't give a flying fuck. I'm going to expose all you scum of the earth. Demon rats!
Because when you go out in public, you really ought to conduct yourselves like adults because you never know who might be filming you. And they might actually put you up on YouTube showing you acting like a big baby.
Yep, you never know who someone is. You can say they have 300 followers all you want, 200 followers all you want, but when that person that gets millions of views posts you and you get exposed and you start crying about it, don't say that I didn't tell you so. What's accomplishing? It's destroying their narrative.
Yep.
Their narrative is that, oh, no kings, they're the victims and Trump is the aggressor.
Yeah.
No, these people are the aggressors.
They're the party of peace and they're peaceful protesting. Let me tell you what, you are not peaceful protesters if you are assaulting people and you're not a peaceful protester just because you say you're a peaceful protester. Let me tell you what, if you have to tell me you are a peaceful protester, it's like pronouns. You're everything but them pronouns. You're everything but a peaceful protester if you have to tell me.
Yeah, it's mind-boggling. It is mind-boggling. Y'all ain't peaceful at all. Y'all are some of the most violent people.
That's right, Angelo. Trump is getting illegal aliens out of my country. Let's go ICE. That's right. You know what? I really hoped to have seen ICE at the local airport, but it's on, I guess, major airports that's at. But when I run across some ICE agents, I'm going to buy them lunch or at least something to drink.
I tried to buy a couple Kings protesters lunch yesterday because they kept telling me how poor they were and that they don't, have any money. So
We've not had beef in 3 months. You know what? Let me tell you what. I think it's longer than that, and they've ate soy for a really long time.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Y'all should get to work. If I can't even say on here what I would do if I didn't eat beef for 3 months.
Yeah.
And y'all Democrats are just going to be complacent and lazy and say, well, the economy isn't too good. I'm just going to work 20 hours a week and then complain I can't afford beef.
Yeah, there's a rule about my life. When I eat, an animal must die. Just flat out.
Flat out. Oh no, you're not vegan? Sorry, Democrats. Sorry. That's unfortunate for y'all. How did Donald betray us? You never stood behind Donald in the first place. How did Donald betray us? And don't start bringing up Israel, because Trump supported Israel the same way he does now in his first term. So I don't know what to tell you. And Israel isn't even a major problem. You know how much money they're trying to distract you with Israel. That's what I truly believe.
Did you know Obama was confused when he saw Trump was dropping bombs on Iran?
Oh, because he's used to dropping them pallets of cash. That's why he couldn't figure out why Trump wasn't dropping them pallets of cash like him and Biden did. He said, I heard Trump dropped the bomb. I thought it was a stack of money on them. But then when I found out it was an explosive, he was confused. He was really, really confused. Oh no, someone doesn't know one of the words you said. I'm sorry. Let me explain something to you, dumbass Democrats. Just because you have a larger vocabulary than someone doesn't mean you're more intelligent than them. That means you probably studied the dictionary, or maybe the field of work you're in, you study more of that kind of stuff. I mean, there's plenty of people that know more words and have a larger vocabulary than me. First off, the most intelligent speakers in the world, the people that really want to get their message across, they don't use these big, large words. I know 90% of these words. I know what they mean. But it's just the most intelligent, the world-renowned speakers. They don't use the biggest words they can think of, because they're trying to make it relatable for the common man. Oh. Does Donald Trump use these big words? Does Elon Musk use these big words? Does Bill Gates use these big words? Does your favorite entrepreneur or businessman or podcaster use all these big words? Likelihood is no. And they're the most successful people in the world. The only people that go out of their way to push large vocabularies that aren't doctors and lawyers are people that want to feel some kind of value about themselves. Okay? Some of the biggest dumbasses I've met, love to use these big words to try to degrade people, because they think people don't know what it means, and they're going to say, oh, you don't know what it means. I know more about the world than these Democrats. I know more about politics than these Democrats. They don't even know what they're talking about.
Yeah, Tracy, them women probably more than likely have more testosterone than their men counterparts. Bro, yapping about big. Oh, I love yapping about big words. Too bad you didn't use any.
I got a war on words, because demon rats just degrade people. They think they're better than everybody. After what I seen yesterday, these people ain't better than nobody. Let's see what Al Schaller is saying. Should we have voter ID? We're at 50-50.
Yeah, y'all need to take a minute and vote in the poll. It's not lining up with the national poll. It's like 90% are in favor of voter ID. I don't see what the problem is.
I'm gonna show you all the videos soon. A lot of assaults. We got at least 2 assaults on camera from the No Kings protests. 2 different assaults at the bare minimum. We got kid diddling Democrats. We got trans loving children Democrats. We got some of the most fucked up shit you could have possibly seen. Do you think the news is going to show you the counter protesters being assaulted at the No Kings rally?
Hush up, bean boy.
Oh my God. All they do is call names. Ice, did you see the video we did yesterday? Some of the streams we did at the No Kings protest?
Parents have their kids out at these things, and they're really some stand-up parents. Let me tell you. They got them holding these nasty-ass protest signs, walking up, insulting people, and then running away.
Oh, if I've seen someone that was like, if I seen a Democrat with like a newborn baby that was like a couple months or maybe 2 or 3 years old, I would walk up right up to them and say, you're a real piece of fucking shit. Why would you bring a 2-year-old here? That's what I would say.
We had one guy that had an 8647 sign.
He was talking about unaliving the president.
Yep.
Now, I don't think we have that video, but I did see something about it on the live stream where you talked about it, and at the same time I showed the guy's face. So I do have the guy's face that said it. I do have your comment about it, but I don't have him saying it, unfortunately. We thought we were recording it. We weren't recording it. But we still got a lot of good footage to show y'all.
Yeah, we're gonna put it to that clown music that they do on the YouTube.
The demon rats. Colorado local news said thousands reality was possible, 2,000 in total were in the whole state of Colorado.
I don't like political privilege, either side, vote Republican. But when Vance had the water level raised so he could take a kayak trip, get out and drag your shit over the rocks like everyone else, I don't know about that.
We call
Let
them
me
Democrats,
see.
not...
I'm gonna check that, Sir Coughs.
Calling them Democrats is actually a compliment. They're not smart enough or cunning enough to be a devil. The devil is the main guy. They're more like demons.
Because J.D. Vance have a river level raised so he could go kayaking?
I literally think that's impossible.
It's not.
Yes, that is correct. In early August 2025, the U.S. Secret Service requested that the water level of the Little Miami River in Ohio be raised to accommodate a kayaking trip for Vice President J.D. Vance's 41st birthday. The situation became a point of
Is that bad?
due to the following details.
I don't think so.
So why the hell is
It's
he
his birthday.
complaining about it? If I could do the same damn thing, I would do the same damn thing. So would you. The only difference is you don't have any power or money to do it. But what the hell? Who gives a shit about J.D.
Not
Vance?
to mention, I'm pretty sure anybody that wanted to go kayaking could have went and kayaked the same river, same day, or even day after.
So thank you, J.D. Vance, allowing the people of Ohio to kayak in that
I
river.
think it was Miami.
What's it, the Miami in Ohio or something?
Let's see.
Is it Miami? 'Cause I didn't hear about this happening in Miami.
No, Little Miami River in Ohio, sorry.
Yeah, I thought that's what I saw. How did he do that? I have no
They
idea.
probably let water out of a dam. And let me tell you what, when they let water out of a dam, it usually also makes electricity. I'm going to Google that.
Honestly, whoever just said I have big shoes, I think these are like a size 10. I don't
When
really
water
have-
was let out of the dam to raise the water level for J.D. Vance's kayaking trip, did it generate electricity?
I'm gonna adjust the camera again because unfortunately the light is moving through here. We don't have shades up here, so the light is constantly beaming. Demon rats! Yep, I only wear a size 10 and I'm 6'5", yes, sir. Here's a
The only
third.
purpose of the dam is for flood control. There was no issue of flooding.
There was no issue of flooding.
Oh my God. Vice President got to go kayaking.
I'm gonna go ahead and move the camera like that. Okay, that's a lot better. Oh, that was close. I hit my head on this, y'all.
Oh yeah, he hit hard.
He's not 6'5". Do you want to bet money on that, Ryan? Would you bet money on that? I mean,
Here, hold on here. I'm 6'2".
you want to bet money, Ryan? I mean, I know it sucks that Democrats don't have strong genetics like us, but it is what it is. I'm only 5'6". Are you a Democrat or a Nick Fuentes supporter?
Nah, I think he's one of us.
If you're one of us, we respect the short kings out there. We respect the short kings.
I'm Dustley's height. Yeah, it's a good height. I think that it's a very respectable height. Graham's an overachiever.
I just can't grow a beard. You could probably grow a beard, just not a beard like this one.
Let me tell you what, when I was your age, I couldn't grow a beard.
Fair enough. A lot of men get more of their beards and their facial hair when they're in their 30s.
Yep. That's what happened to me.
I'm a Christian extremist. I mean, that's an easy label a lot of people use. They might call us a Christian extremist.
If you're a Christian extremist, are you Democrat, Republican, or neither? But I assume you're definitely not Democrat.
You can't be a Christian anything and be a Democrat.
Yeah, because Democrats like to say you need to separate religion from politics. But let me tell you what, only evil people want to separate religion from politics. If you're a Christian, you are a Christian full time. You cannot flip Christianity off at the flip of a switch. If you can, you're not a Christian.
I'm sure there's people out there that are self-proclaimed Christian Democrats.
I think they identify as a Christian.
Just like
while drinking adrenochrome, allegedly.
Just like they identify as a freaking, a woman, even though they were born with a wiener. So we already know how that goes with that kind of situation. Why do Dems always think about other men in sexual ways? It's weird. It's just they're homosexual.
You know, there was a guy that did that to you yesterday.
Oh, I'm sure. I don't want to think about it.
Yeah,
Which guy?
he made you look at his butt.
Oh, yeah, there was a gay Democrat that bent over and asked me to screw him. I said, sure, pull down your pants. In a jokingly way, because he was a kid diddler. So I just really wanted to fuck with him.
Easy, they probably didn't hear the with part.
I wanted to fuck with him. Nothing like that. Nothing LGBTQ. No, you can't be a Christian and be a Democrat. They are fakes. I've met them. Being a Christian or a Catholic and supporting abortion, LFAMO. I laugh over that crap all the time. Why are we having a Muslim invasion of the chats? Can y'all Muslims go watch a Muslim TV show or something? Unless you're a good man.
Yeah.
Unless you're a good man. Unless you got some conservative good values and you love our country.
Did y'all not take note of the Crusades and the Barbary Pirates? Y'all have been losing now for over 1,000 years.
AOC is the reason why there's directions on the shampoo bottle. Yep.
Yeah, I like that. That was Kennedy. Who? Is it James Kennedy? John Kennedy.
You can't be a Christian and literally say, I'm a Christian, free Palestine, because that means you're siding with radical Islamic terrorists. That's exactly what that means. Fuck Palestine. Palestine doesn't exist. Keep crying about it.
Palestine is like a suburb in Israel.
It literally is just a suburb. It's not even a suburb. It's like a shitty inner city hood. It's like the Detroit of Israel.
Oh, gosh.
Palestine is the Detroit of Israel. It used to be good, but then it became a shithole. Like 50, 60 years ago. But there you go. It's just like Detroit. It is just like Detroit.
Gosh, I firmly believe that daggone Detroit is like the butthole of America.
And Gaza is the butthole of Israel. Where did I put my drink? I don't know. Hold on, y'all. I need my drink. But yeah, Israel, is Israel. Palestine is Detroit of Israel. That's
always siding with Israel without questions. Dang, we cooked.
I've never been to Detroit, but you have, haven't you?
Oh, yeah, I've been to Detroit. That's actually how I got into...
Trucking?
No, got into Canada as I went across the Ambassador Bridge.
Oh, damn. Luckily, we didn't go through that way. We went through New York.
You went through the nicer way. I'll tell you that right now.
I'm pretty sure a couple viewers out there, I think Ice lives in Buffalo. I'm not 100% sure if you live in Buffalo, New York. No, you live near Syracuse, but that's also kind of in the area. Either way,
if you went to a No Kings protest, you would see why we're screwed. Even, that mentality, I do believe that mentality makes up about a third of the U.S., and they're special needs. They're a special kind of special needs.
Honestly, whoever told me that we should deport the Democrats, it might be right.
21 chromosomes for them would be a step up.
If I put my fundamentals away for a second, if I just throw my fundamental opinions and then why I think them about immigration, if I throw all those immigration fundamentals right out of the trash, who's a better person, the illegal alien immigrants or the Democrats? Shit, that's gonna be a hard one. Probably the majority of illegal alien immigrants are better people than Democrats. But they still gotta go though. They broke the law. They broke the law. What do you think about Obama's HOPE program? Do you know about Obama's HOPE program?
No, I don't.
Obama's HOPE program, I think, was like some kind of... we can look it up real quick, but I think Obama's HOPE program was something
like
that...
down with dope, up with hope.
Oh, that sounds funny, but Obama would be encouraging you to use dope. But no, the whole program, I think it was like a program for children to come into the United States and get some kind of temporary residency.
Just the kids?
I don't know. I'll have to look it up. But
That sounds creepy. That sounds like a creepy Democrat thing.
But I think that Trump took that away, to be honest. Let's see.
I can see the Democrats saying, here, little boy, here's $200. You can come stay with me.
Oh, well, what the fuck? Why did that come up? Let's see. The Obama Hope Program generally refers to helping obtain prosperity for everyone. A 2013 federal law signed by President Obama that allowed for research into organ donations from HIV positive donors that... What? Okay, maybe that has nothing to do with immigration. I'm just retarded. I don't remember what it was called. Oh, wait, no, this is it. I don't know. Wasn't that the immigration program? Let's see. Maybe there's two different ones. Oh, no, it's called the DACA, the Deferring Action for Childhood Arrivals. The Hope Program was actually good. So the Hope Program, I guess, helped with AIDS, which is really good for Democrats because a lot of them have AIDS.
Crisis averted.
Crisis averted. Thank you, Barack Obama. What I was talking about was the DACA, the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals. Initiated by President Obama in 2012, an immigration policy protecting eligible, undocumented young people brought into the U.S. as children. Quote-unquote dreamers from deportation. It temporarily provides renewable relief and work authorization to over 800,000 individuals, but does not offer a pathway to citizenship. So basically, Barack Obama had this dickhead idea where he decided, oh, we're just going to let 800,000 children into this country. They're all illegal, but we're not going to deport them. Matter of fact, we're going to let them work. We're going to let them grow up. And when a Republican president or another Democrat president gets into office and this bill goes away, then they're going to get fucked and sent home. Thank you, Barack Obama, for ruining people's lives.
Did some of them possibly get sent to a California pot farm?
Probably. I mean, there's a likelihood. Probably not, though, because they did have legal work thing. But I want to see if Trump got rid of that. Did Trump get rid of it? We might have to ask AI. What are they saying, though? Who's paying for that? Y'all paid for that.
J. Vice or immigrant? I don't know what that means.
Thank God Trump got rid of that shit back in 2017. Thank God. It led to multiple lawsuits, but Trump had to do what he had to do.
Isn't the Timu Obama Hakeem Jeffries?
Yeah, that's the Timu Obama. That is the Timu Obama. I don't care if children came here illegally and grew up here. They gotta go. No exceptions. 0 exceptions for anyone coming into this country illegally. Has anyone noticed that the government has more recess than a kindergarten? I will give the Democrats credit. There was one individual, he was a boomer, which is the only kind of Democrat that even has 2% common sense anymore.
Oh my gosh, my buddy John just sent this, and how can we show this? You have to see this shit.
What is it?
Watch this. Hold on here.
Well, this was his live stream, right?
Not a king, he's your daddy.
That is pretty fucking funny. I don't know if we'll be able to show that one on here now because we're streaming through here, but if you send it to me, we can do a stream of this week.
Can I hold it up to the camera?
Yeah, you can if you want, sure.
Y'all gotta see this.
Y'all gotta see this. Y'all gotta see this.
No kings think that they got just something going on. I'm here to tell you they don't.
But one of the only things that the boomer yesterday that was at the No Kings told me, he said, I don't like the Democrats keep shutting down the government. I'm like, finally, a Democrat that admits they're shutting down the government every 2 seconds.
Not a king, he's your daddy. Somebody with enough money and a little lack of sense sent y'all a message.
So a Republican rented a plane and flew a sign over a city, but
It's
Democrats...
capitalism.
but Democrats can't afford a $10 tip for a lawn service. Not even a tip. They can't even pay someone $10 to mow their fucking lawn. They were bragging that illegal alien immigrants mow their lawn for free. Now that I know that, I'm never going to forget that. That's going to be a story that we're going to continue to tell in here for a long time. Imagine wasting your money on that because you're so butthurt. Wasting your money? This person is probably a multi-millionaire. They probably could care less about...
Put a price tag on a laugh. Because I promise you, the guy that did that is still laughing about all the reactions that they got from all the Democrats down on the streets. And let me tell you what, if there's one thing I learned from a No Kings protest, it smells like feet and assholes.
If I had $1 million, I probably would pay. I would give $50,000 and do some dumb shit like that. I mean, when you actually get when you get to the thing where you're very financially wealthy, that's not wasting money.
I see that Tom Homan worked with Obama and Obama loved him. It's hilarious that Obama now hates deportation all of a sudden when he gave Homan an award for his work on the border. Yeah, see, Democrats flip-flop more than thong shoes.
They really, really do. Democrats used to love deportation. Funny enough, most people at the No Kings protest that we went to weren't even Democrats.
They couldn't even give us facts. You know, we asked for just one fact. They're supposed to, you don't want facts. We're just asking for one. Change our mind. How are you supposed to change your mind if you can't give us facts?
Vietnam 2.0, you probably weren't even alive when Vietnam was going on. So
Yeah.
you have no
if you're comparing what's going on right now to Vietnam, you ain't got a clue what Vietnam was. It ain't even what Iraq or Kuwait was. Everybody wants to talk about Iraq, but they don't talk about Kuwait.
They do not talk about Kuwait. You want to tell them about Kuwait? Does anyone remember what happened in Kuwait? Because honestly, I didn't even remember. He had to remind me.
We liberated them.
I thought regime change doesn't work.
Yeah, how was Kuwait doing today?
Very, very well. They're extremely wealthy. I see Kuwaiti citizens all around the world, and some of them are some of the wealthiest, group of people I've seen. Honestly. I went to France, and all I saw was Kuwaiti license plates, and all these people had $1 million plus cars.
I'm drawing a blank, but was Japan a regime change too?
When will Trump go back to Germany as part of immigration or deportation? First off, Trump was a U.S.-born citizen, so why the fuck would he go back? We have no problem with immigration. We just think illegal alien immigrants are the scum of the earth. But after seeing how much scum Democrats are, I'm starting to think that illegals aren't even as bad as them.
Yeah.
But they still gotta go. But a lot of these Democrats should be in prison. So next time you're out there, you said, "Oh, I did this little petty crime. I should have been sent to prison." Oh, look at the Democrats. They assault women. They call women names. They assault anyone that disagrees with them. They do, horrendous crimes.
Jasper says, I stepped up for the TSA. What a brilliant move. And yes, it was.
That was a brilliant move.
You know what I find funny is Chuck Schumer pitching a fit over Elon Musk offering to pay TSA. And Chuck Schumer pitching a fit over it. You know why? Because it took their power. They don't have the power of holding your benefits or your workers hostage anymore. That tells me everything I need to know about Democrats, and it should tell you all out there everything you need to know about them.
Someone yesterday, I think, told us that now they're shutting back down the government again because they want open borders now.
That's not going to happen.
That for shit sure ain't going to happen. If we weren't going to give illegal alien immigrants money for their insurance and we shut down the government for 2 months because we refused to cooperate, you think that we're going to cooperate with open border policy? It ain't going to fucking happen.
They should stop payments to all politicians when that happens and make them walk 20 miles on a treadmill every day.
If you shut down the government, we should make sure you don't get paid specifically. If you refuse to vote on a government shutdown, you should not be getting paid.
Yep.
I think that, yeah. How about those gas prices? They're fantastic, man.
Yeah, they need to go up a little bit more to keep Democrats off the road.
We
and
need
make
gas
the
at
roads
least
safe
at
again.
$10 gas. That way Democrats can't drive.
It might keep them from flying too. It won't be a stinky flight no more.
The flight will be empty. I can just fly alone. Fuck Palestine. Palestine doesn't exist, y'all. Y'all are Palestinian bots. Y'all notice we were searching for protests for free Palestine yesterday. We couldn't find one.
Yeah.
We're not talking about we're not talking about on Saturday. We're talking about any time this week, any time this month.
Really, for the most part, really, most people's actually just forgot about Palestine and Gaza. They've moved on to Iran.
Yeah, most people just forgot about Palestine. They all threw their Palestinian flags away and picked up their Iranian.
Brian McGinnis obviously didn't forget about Palestine, but I mean, he married a Palestinian and became a traitor, and you won't even find an American flag in his house now. He even sleeps underneath the Palestinian flag, and he's a disgrace of a Marine.
If you want to talk about the history of Palestine, we can. Palestine did not exist in its current location until about 50 years ago. There used to be Syria-Palestine. Syria-Palestine didn't exist until about 136 years after Jesus died, and it was not in Israel. Back then it was in Israel, but it was not in modern-day Israel. It was in Syria-Palestine, which used to be a part of Israel, but it was not in the West Bank. It was in Syria's land today. So Palestine didn't even exist until after Jesus died. So no, it was never Palestine. It was always Israel, Judea, whatever you want to call it. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, and I say let the Jews have it.
How does Israel have a reign over America? Are you retarded or something? Like, all these boomers just kept telling me yesterday, these people were like 80 years old. They kept screaming to me, Israel is controlling the world. Israel is... Dude, you're living off Social Security. You got $1 million house paid for. You got 3 or 4 cars paid for. You don't fucking give a shit who controls the world. You're good for the rest of your life. I don't want to hear nothing about that. And second off, Israel doesn't control the world. Like that boomer yesterday. He straight up told us, he says, yeah, I'm good forever. I don't really care about politics. I can just live up in my house in the mountains.
I just want Trump gone. Well, you know what? If it doesn't bother you and you don't care, why is he coming down out of the mountains?
Stay the fuck up there and mind your
Stay up
business.
the mountains. Remain the hermit you claim you are.
Honestly, boomers, I have no problem with Gen X, but people that are like 70 and 80 years old, their votes are fucked up. Fucked up votes. And they're easily manipulated. Easily manipulated. Yeah, so this guy yesterday, this crazy lunatic, we were having a regular conversation with him. I said, hey, we're live on YouTube. I said, hey, buddy, we're No Kings. We're live on YouTube. Is it okay if I record you and we can interview you? He said, yeah, sure. I said, okay. We're talking with him. He seemed like a halfway decent guy, even though he was a Nazi, basically. He's like Nick Fuentes. Even though he said he didn't like Nick Fuentes, he started talking all the Nick Fuentes talking points. He probably just doesn't think that black people commit most of the violent crime, which they do. That's probably the only thing he disagrees with Nick Fuentes about.
Did you pull out Captain Per Capita?
I didn't get a chance, dude. Most of these people just screamed over me. They didn't want to debate. They didn't want to talk. The only people that wanted to talk were the ones that, disavowed the Democrat Party. They did not support the Democrat Party.
Yeah.
Ahmed Abdul. First off, that's an extremely Muslim name. I'm sorry. I don't really care about any Muslims' opinions on YouTube.
Where would you have us send our money to? Palestine?
Yeah, he would.
Iran?
There is nothing wrong with
the
sending...
Houthis?
There is nothing wrong with sending money to Israel. You guys want to know why there's nothing wrong with sending money to Israel? Any guesses in the comments section? Why is there nothing wrong with sending money to Israel? Can anybody tell me? I want you guys that support Israel to be able to tell me why. That way, if you get into arguments like I do, you can defend your position. This moron has never left the States, and this channel is called Your Own Travel. I've been to over 20 countries, and I've been an immigrant in 3 of them. A legal immigrant, because I'm not Democrat scum. Comply or what? Comply. Hash smuggling? No, that has nothing to do with freaking Israel. I don't think they smuggle hash. These dudes seem a bit, I don't know, Jewish. Where's our tiny hats? Do you see tiny hats on us? I mean, we are going to
You
get
got
some.
one?
Well, not yet. I'm about to order one soon.
Hell yeah. I can't wait. I'm going to wear it on stream just for you all.
But can anyone defend why we give Israel money? Because I can easily tell you our relationship with Israel. Most people can't. They can't tell you the financial stuff of it. I called Netanyahu on you guys. Okay, I like Netanyahu. I mean, if he really did some stuff where he stole some money, that's a little bit of a bad crime, but that's a white-collar crime. You admitted to being paid $7K! I wish, man. I wish. Where's my $7K?
Yeah. You should. Hey, if you can tell me where to go sign up for $7,000, I will get in that line like right now.
Nothing is wrong with AIPAC. Nothing is wrong with AIPAC. I've still been searching one law.
We want a guest rabbi. We want one.
Yeah, we want a guest rabbi. Does anyone in here know James Fishbach? I'm curious. Do you guys know James Fishbach? Does anyone know the guy in Florida?
That is such a strange name.
It is. It doesn't sound real.
I mean, every time you say that, I imagine a fin.
I will say though, a lot of people that have families in Florida have names like that, but it's kind of uncommon. But I heard of it before. But the funny thing is, the only people I ever heard of the name with Fishbach are Jewish. But I don't think he's Jewish. But
Let me see here.
is Fishbach a Jewish last name? When do you guys think about the last name Fishbach? Is that a Jewish last name? Is he running?
Fishbach a Jewish last name?
Is he running for Florida governor? Yeah.
We don't
The
think
short
you'll get
answer
it.
is yes, it can be but it is also a common German, non-Jewish surname. The name Fishbach is an Americanized version of the German surname Fishbach. Its origins generally fall into two categories.
So basically, you're telling me this guy's an actual Nazi.
Yeah, he's either Nazi descent or Jewish descent.
Literally, that's the only two options. He's literally either a Nazi. He's literally either a Nazi or he's a Jew. Which I guess I'll go with the Jew. But I'm not going to vote for the dude. I'm not going to vote for the Fishbach in Florida. I like all of his policies. I do think that his policies are, maybe some of them are better than Brian Donald's. Like his constitutional, he is by far the most constitutional Second Amendment person I've ever seen. He has zero. He wants every single person to be able to get a gun, which it can also be. One of the things he said is that he wants people that go to the mental hospitals, people that are not sent there by force, but the people that go to mental facilities willingly to better their mental health. He wants them to be able to legally purchase guns, which they currently cannot do because they're checking into like a mental freaking psych ward basically. But he wants them to be able to buy weapons, firearms. He wants to get rid of every single gun bill and gun law that's passed on a state level that's anti, a Second Amendment. Which I respect that. I guess Florida gives Israel $300 million, and we don't give them $300 million, but we give Israel, we purchase Israel's bonds. We purchased $300 million worth of Israel's bonds. Now, I'm curious. His claim was that when we purchase Israel's bonds, we barely get any money from it. Or his claim was that we don't make any money from it at all.
Let's see here. We'll see what the return is.
Return on Israeli bonds. We can take a look at that.
What is the return on Israeli bonds?
It has to be a couple percent at
The
least.
return on Israeli bonds varies significantly depending on whether you are looking at domestic government yields traded on open markets.
Look at Florida's Israel's
savings
bonds.
bonds specifically for retail investors.
That's pretty damn good.
1-year Treasury 3.79%. It goes all the way up to 4.10% for a 10-year.
That's pretty good. I mean, you could probably put that money elsewhere, but that's pretty good. So his claim was a blatant lie. He said Florida doesn't make any money off the Israeli bonds they buy. They make 4.1%. 4.1%. I think that compounds yearly too. So if you do 10 years, that's going to be about 40%. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. It's not as good as, I mean, he could invest the money into we could invest the money in the United States, which I would prefer. But what I think is a travesty that we invest $300 million in Israeli bonds. No. But what he kind of said was socialist as well. He says he wants to take that $300 million and give that money to married couples so they can buy houses.
Yeah, I don't agree with that because the fraud that'll be involved. How many married couples are going to use that, or not married even? How many people are going to just go get married to get that and not even have a marriage for one that's going to last? I tell you what, you might get me a favor for it if they're required to live with one another for the next 20 years. But that's still going to be a hard sell for me because I see people that's going to just get married so that they can get a down payment for a home. And I think that's crappy. We shouldn't be, our tax dollars shouldn't be going to buy people homes like that.
I think it would be more like a discount, but I don't know how 100% how it would work.
You know, people, in my opinion, people should do it like I did it. You get a piece of land, develop the land. You know, you can do a lot of your own land development yourself just by buying a wooded lot and cleaning the trees up on it, putting new access in, and then have the property stand good for the home. That's what I did. It worked well.
Oh, Abdul Ahmed. I'll read your comment even though Dirty Money deleted it. I'll read it. What does it say here? I just said if Jesus was here right now, he would also send our money to Israel. So yeah, he would agree. Even fight in the IDF and get support from AIPAC is our purpose as humans. None of that is relevant, okay? None of that is relevant and none of that is true. Jesus would not be involved in any political situation. He definitely wouldn't, be supporting Palestine. I can tell you that. He would probably say to end all wars and whatnot, but he would not be supporting fucking Muslims in Palestine. He would be talking shit about Muslims, probably. He wouldn't be violent and vulgar about it, but he would say that Muslims are wrong, that Jesus is our Lord and Savior, and Muslims are PDF files, and they are kid diddlers. Jesus would probably say that. And AIPAC benefits us a lot, like I already told y'all before. If you really want me to break it down, I can break it down how freaking, how AIPAC benefits us. We have a Muslim problem. We have a radical Islamic problem. We don't have a Jew problem.
Yeah, when I start seeing like Hasidic Jews commandeering planes, then you'll get me.
This by far is the most hilarious anti-Semitic comment I've seen. Someone says, look up how many PDFs are in Israel. Look up how many PDFs are in Muslim countries. Literally the entire country is PDF file. There is probably over 30 million Muslims married to children. And that is 3 times the size of Israel. And you're going to sit here and say, oh my God, That's actually a good question. We can look up how many Muslims are married to women under the age of 18. That would be a really good question to ask.
The question of...
Hey, thank you, No Name. Who brings them in? Who? Muslims or who we talking about? Y'all cry about Israel like it's some big fucking deal, so that's why I gotta talk about it constantly.
Yep, we're reacting to your comments.
Jews are not the ones that got Jesus crucified. So if you actually read the Bible, you would know. It was the Pharisees, which they are Jewish. But even Jewish people don't like modern day Pharisees. So what is your point? You're talking about one small subsect of Pharisees. Wasn't Jesus Jewish? Are you just this, I don't even know what the word to use for you really would be. Just dumb, I guess. Not much more to say that. If y'all could actually tell me why y'all think that Jews run the country, I would love to hear it.
Oh, I'd love to hear that. Why do y'all think Jews run the country?
Comment down below. Why do Jews run do Jews run the country?
does Jews run America?
Let's do a poll.
The United States is governed by a complex system of checks and balances designed to distribute power across many different institutions and individuals. No single ethnic, religious, or cultural group runs the country. Instead, power is held by a diverse array of people within the following structure.
Wow. They don't. It's broke up between the legislative, judicial, and executive branches.
What does no kings even mean? No kings is an insurrection? Yeah, absolutely. What's up, Dons? Good morning, brother. Good seeing you.
Morning.
Do Jews run the world? Yes or no? We got 44% say yes. Wow. That is very sad.
Yeah, hey Dons, we witnessed no kings assaulting a conservative lady twice yesterday minding her own business. Joke's on them, because if she'd went unhinged, I believe that if we tried restraining her, we probably would have got beat up doing it.
A lot of anti-Semitism in chat. Oh, absolutely. Oh, the anti-Semitism is going down. All the people that voted no, I'm sure y'all are very successful. Very, very successful. But we're here in Tennessee, Dons. We've been recording all since Thursday, some live streams. But I hope you're doing well, brother.
Yeah, I took him through Gatlinburg, and everybody liked our hats. Nobody had anything negative to say to us. Only when we went to the No Kings, and they were not peaceful people. Oh my gosh, they were the most hateful people. If I was to use 2 words to describe No Kings in my area, it would be cold ass.
Listen, just because you're 10% Jewish doesn't mean you can fucking talk shit about Jews. I don't give a damn if you're 100% Jewish. If you've never been to Israel, you've never practiced Judaism, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, then I could care less if you're ethnically Jewish.
Tess Jennifer, just so you know, Islamists are responsible for 86% of all terror attacks globally. We do not have a Jew problem. We have a
I don't even blame Muslims. I don't blame Muslims for everything. I just blame them for 87% of the global terrorism they commit.
No kings, but Trump arrested a king and went after the other. Tell the demon rats, kings don't get elected or leave office. He was duly elected. We lost our king in 1776. We don't want kings in the USA. Yeah, we've not had a king since 1776, and we've been teabagging England ever since.
I'm not Jesus. I'm not Jesus. And if Jesus says judge not unless you be judged, I have been judged. So does that mean I can judge according to that freaking quote you just gave me? I'm being judged by the group of people that I'm judging. So if that's the Bible verse you're quoting, it seems like I'm going with biblical principles.
We've got it on video where one guy judged us by the hats we was wearing. I told him, well, I judge you by the company you keep.
Jewish people are very intelligent and educated. They hold prominent positions in the country, nothing wrong with it. Honestly, I wouldn't even say that Jewish people are all that intelligent, but there are a lot of intelligent Jewish people, but I don't think by default most of them are intelligent. I think they just have a really good mindset of working together with their communities and their brotherhood. I think that's how they achieve most of their success and their wealth. I don't really think it's just purely intelligence.
American flag says, I'm judging you because you are Israel first. No, I'm America first. I just support our allies too. We have a good thing going with Israel. We need to keep it going. We give them $4 to $8 billion a year. That $4 to $8 billion a year has to go to buying our weapons. They cannot buy Chinese, Russian, or anybody else's weapons, only ours. And they buy almost $200 billion worth of weapons. So if you think about it, they get like between a 2 and 4% discount. Ooh, if you really want to look at it that way.
I could really care less.
And then they have to share their innovations with us.
How am I Israel first when I could really care less if we just cut them off tomorrow? Obviously, I think the relationship is benefiting us a lot. But if we were to per se cut off Israel tomorrow, I don't think it would be beneficial. It might cause problems actually, but I wouldn't really care as long as we don't go into another war. Like I wouldn't cry about it. I would be like, oh no, we're not sending money to Israel anymore. But I would be a little bit upset that we wouldn't get, those profits, but whatever. How are the Israeli wars? Would you like to explain how we've ever been to war with Israel once? Because I don't believe we have.
Yeah, freedom of speech. I don't think you're about freedom of speech. All you want us to do is us to be silent. You're like another guy that was in here, a part-time lawyer. Y'all like him, people use pronouns. You're everything but the pronouns you want to be called by.
How the hell are these Israel's wars? If y'all got any real comments or questions or any real explanations you want...
There is a smart one in here. They say you're Israel first because you're MAGA. That sounds like one of the No Kings. You're Israel first because you're MAGA.
Actually, a lot of MAGA doesn't support Israel.
Yeah, there is a lot that don't.
That's what I tried to explain to the guy yesterday. I guess his brain couldn't comprehend it because he didn't talk to many people. I met a Democrat yesterday. She was a full-blown Democrat. I forget how the conversation came up. I don't remember how the conversation came up, but it's on stream somewhere. The conversation came up. I said, are you one of those Democrats that support Israel? And she hesitated at first because she thought I was probably like a pro-Palestine person. But I let her know that I support Israel, and she said, oh yeah, I'm a pro-Israel Democrat. That's 100% right. She said here's how it came up. I was telling her about my travels. She said she's been to Israel before. She said she's been to Jerusalem.
Was it the girl, the Navy girl?
No, it was a small little country girl, but she was a Democrat. And we were talking about traveling and whatnot, and she said she'd been to Jerusalem. So I said, are you a pro-Israel Democrat? She said, yeah, I am. She says, but she did point out the fact that she doesn't want women and children to die. We both agreed on that. We thought that was wrong, but neither of us are free Palestine people.
Wow.
Yeah. I can't believe we found common ground on that one. That was crazy. I was shocked on that. What are trans rights? What are trans rights?
Yeah, I don't think it's trans rights. When I hear trans rights, I hear special treatment.
Yeah, I hear special treatment.
Tell me one right that I have that LGBTQ don't have. We have the same rights.
I noticed you only select non-intellectual comments to debate. I wonder why. Yeah, I wonder why. It's probably because all Democrats are non-intellectual. There's your answer. Because there is no intellectual Democrat comments. That's why. Very, very, very simple.
Why is Trump enacting gender change policies?
What the fuck are you talking about? Are you talking about men not going into women's sports? Like, what do you mean gender policies?
Is Trump enacting gender? What was that again? Hold on.
Gender policies or some shit.
I'm looking for it here. Here we go. Why is gender? Okay. What gender change policies is Trump enacting?
I'm not. What the fuck is a gender? Hold on.
Since taking office in January.
I'm not whatever you just said about gender. I just believe there's two genders. It's really, really simple. I'm not a gender abolitionist. I'm not any of that stuff. I just think there's two genders. It's really simple.
The Biological Truth Executive Order. On his first day in office, January 20th, 2025, President Trump signed an executive order titled Defending Women from Gender Ideology Extremism and Restoring Biological Truth to the Federal Government. Definition of sex. it defines sex strictly as an individual's immutable biological classification as either male or female at birth. This is the way it should be. Anything else has only started happening in the last 15, 20 years.
What want I talk about? A man cannot become a woman. There's no such thing as transgender because you cannot trans your gender. You cannot transition your gender.
Yep, there's only two sexes, male, female. Only two genders, male, female. Actually,
I honestly don't give a shit about all your bullshit numbers about America's dropping in the 11th richest country in the world. It doesn't matter if we're the number one richest country in the world or we're the 100th richest country in the world. Democrats are going to remain poor, so it really doesn't matter to me what you think. And I'm not just talking about poor like you make, whatever, that's irrelevant. I'm talking about poor like you can't give... You brag how illegal alien immigrants cut your lawn for free and you can't tip them $10. That's what I'm talking about.
yeah, I heard that woman say that yesterday. That made me sick. Why do I want to deport illegals? They cut my lawn for free. It's like, daggone, you ain't even a cheapskate. You ain't even just a cheapskate, but you racist too.
She's a slave owner.
She probably thinks that the Mexican was born with a leaf blower in hand.
And when I told her why doesn't she pay them, she said, "You think everything's about money?" I said, "Yeah, they're doing it for money because they want money." And she said, "What's wrong with this country? Not everything's about money." I literally told her, I said, "The difference between me and you is I can afford to help homeless people and give them money. You can't because you are lazy and you don't believe in capitalism, apparently."
You know.
And she's like, "No, not everything's about money. When you do a service, you should get paid for it. Even socialists believe that shit." So I don't even know how to describe her. I guess she wasn't a socialist. I guess she was a communist. I don't even think she fits into communism. The only thing I can refer to her as is a slave owner, pretty much. We were just answering questions. Don't think you're so special, please.
Oh, well, listen here. With the way the red hat guy carried herself yesterday, who is he talking about?
No clue.
He really needs his mouth washed out with soap as far as all the disrespect that he did to dollars older people.
Dude, I don't care.
Sir Alldog, was you at the No Kings protest yesterday?
He was watching.
Oh, he was watching. He was in the stream.
I'm sure he was watching.
Everything we did was reaction. We reacted to the way we was treated. So deal with it, pal. You come to me with disrespect, you're going to get back twice as much.
Yup.
You will never win that with me. Trans women are women. Trans women are dudes.
That's gross, dude. If you think trans women are women, you're gross, dude. You are gross. I won't forget to change my blinker fluid in my car. Thank you, Snuffles. And the gender fluid. And the Democrats.
You are both idiots. Idiots.
Damn it, man. I'm sorry. We don't accept that trans or fake women. You guys played the clips. I missed them. Well, what clips do you want to see? What do you mean clips? The clips from the No Kings protest yesterday? We have that video still up. We showed a couple sneak peeks. I'm saving the rest for then. But I do want to show you OBS before we head out of here. You ever seen OBS before?
I don't remember if I had OBS or the other one. What was the other one's name?
StreamYard?
No, it must have been OBS. StreamYard, I think, is a pain in the ass to use.
I don't know, but I want to show you OBS. So I think we should hop off and I want to show you a little bit of OBS. We can watch some videos and whatnot.
Yeah, let's do that. I gotta go use the restroom.
All right. I'll set it up and plug the camera in. All right, we're going to stream on OBS
I have to
now.
take a tinkle break, folks.
We're going to stream on OBS so we can show you all some interesting things. We'll be back. We'll be back, y'all. But make sure you like and subscribe. Give me 5 to 10 minutes. We'll set it up. It's good to see that the majority of y'all don't think Jews run the world, but that's still an astonishing high amount of people. I can't lie. Ohio, you are crazy, dude. Calm the fuck down, please. Excuse my language. I'm trying to slow it down on the cursing, but please calm down, my guy. How are we cowards? We literally went to a No Kings protest and watched y'all assault women. Seems like y'all are the cowards because you didn't want to assault me because you know what's going to happen to you. No Kings was a bust. There is 0% chance this was the largest No Kings. 0% chance. I literally had multiple reports around the country of even Democrats admitting to me that No Kings is smaller this year than it was last year. So that's all I'm going to say on that regard. I almost freaking hit my head again. We'll be back, people. We'll be back.